I am $8,391 into this Whiteout survival account, and it is day 56. Let me show you what I got going on today. Actually, the only event that's going on that I really care about right now is Hall of Chiefs, and I'm not trying to win it, just trying to use my points wisely. So, here's what I got going on. All week, long, 7th place, 22nd place here, 3rd place here, 2nd place here. I'm not 3rd place here. I'm not pushing hard for this at all, but it is a time to use, points for things that you want to do. So the one thing I did want to do a little bit today is, since there's not a lot else going on, is use this. It's Chief Gear Day. So I wanted to use this as an opportunity maybe to press some of the Chief Gear. So we'll take a look at that. The other thing I'm going to do is just my basic spending for VIP and take a look at what we got going on with the heroes. So here we go. Always going to do the daily deals because that's $6 worth of VIP for only $5. Grab the free stuff over here and grab my monthly value. What is this? Pet Weekly card. It's the first time I'm noticing that. For 7 days. No VIP comes with it though. So I'm going to take a pass on that for now. Interesting to know these are here, though. I think that's all we got going on for here for now. I am out of Chief Stamina, and like I said, the buying up to $5 is efficient from a VIP standpoint, so I'm going to grab that. I don't know that I'm going to need, much else, but this is probably going to be tempting to me. Now, I think I am going to buy this because it is Chief Gear Day. So I'm definitely going to buy that at least for $5. That's an efficient VIP spend, if nothing else. And I don't know why they call that Hall of Chiefs pack, because it doesn't have anything in it that I really need for Hall of Chiefs. So let's take a look at where VIP stands. Let me go into the backpack, grab these. And then see if I get more than 4. Hey, that's not bad at all. That's the first time I got that many off of the daily deals. All right. And just claim that. All right. Oh, by the way, can't use them yet, but I did start getting fire crystals when the pets came for some things. So that's kind of neat. That'll be coming soon, apparently. Grab that daily deal bundle. We do have shards at the end that I'm going to save for Philly. And, here's what my VIP level's looking like right now. I'm on the way to 12. It's going to be some time to get there, but on the way. So let's look at Chief Gear. So, I don't know. What I was thinking about with Chief Gear is that, there's different ways I can go. Like, I can continue to try to press the marksman, but I know some people have said, like, don't do it too unevenly, and it's kind of very uneven right now. So I think what's holding back the 6 common ones is I have this 6, or I have this Epic T1, Tier 2, Epic T1 is here, and this is Epic. So, but how much does it take to get these leveled up? I don't know, but it's okay. The problem is it's getting to be a bit uneven, and so the question is, should I continue to press the marksman? It doesn't really benefit me to have 4 of those, though. So I think to be able to press the, get some more of the work towards, I should say, because I don't have all that much. I think I'm missing the design plans. So I'm going to have to buy, if I want to do more design plans, I'm going to have to either find it in a shop or buy more to be able to do 2 of these, which I'll probably do tonight just so I can do 2 of them. Because the Lancer, gear is not, it's lagging right now. So maybe that's all I'll do for Hall of Chiefs today. I don't want to spend a super lot of money, but I'll just get these leveled up 1 at least. So enhance that 1. And then I'll do the same over here. But I'm going to need to buy, well, let's see. I don't think there wouldn't be that much in any of the shops. I don't know if, I thought I saw it in one of the shops. Oh, maybe not. Oh yeah, here they are. But I don't have enough for it anyways, so. but it's the design plans I need. So I'm going to buy this. The $10 isn't the worst efficiency. It's just not as good as the $5. So that's a little bit of a cheat there. And then I'll enhance that as well. So that'll give me some points for Hall of Chiefs. Again, I'm not looking to win that, and I'm not looking to spend a ton of money. But at least now I'm working towards, you know, getting the 3 epic T1 gear items. It's going to take some time to get there, though. As you can see, I've let them lag quite a bit. So I just figured I would use this as an opportunity to bump them up a little bit. I don't think they should be lagging that much. But tell me in the comments if you think I did it wrong. Part of this is me making my own judgment calls. I do some research. I talk to some folks in the community and then kind of make my own decisions. But every now and then, like tonight, I may have done it wrong because I didn't do all that much research on this one. I just know that people say don't let them lag too much. I pressed these 3 because I wanted, you know, the 3 bonus and I wanted infantry first. But now I feel like Lancer's too far behind, so hopefully that was the right decision. But I know you guys out there will tell me if I did it wrong or if I did it right. The other thing to take a look at, aside from Hall of Chiefs, all right, so this got me at least all my event credit. And my ranking, like I said, it's not great, and it's not what I'm looking for. Like, I'm already at total ranking, I'm looking fine. This stage, I'm not looking to win it. I'm just looking to, you know, put some points on the board and get my bonuses. The other thing, the Mercenary Prestige. This video's a little late tonight because I took some time to do this grind. So this will be a nice bump at the end of that, you know, 150k experience and some good speed ups and shards and all that. And then as an alliance, we'll do the, you know, we'll do the other, the big boss at some point. All right. The other thing I wanted to show, let me make sure, yeah, let me take care of these. The other thing I wanted to show is my progress on Flint, because part of doing that grind was being able to upgrade Flint tonight. So there we go. So Flint is now at level 79. Once he's at 80, then I can start working on Natalia to 80, and it doesn't matter if it's Natalia or if I swap somebody else out, but right now she's 5 stars and she's useful to me in arena, so I think I'm going to keep Natalia in that spot. And then I'll just, as I bump her, then all of my heroes in my drill camp will start progressively going up. So that'll be nice when I can finally do that. But that's still a bit of a slug because I just claimed the 2.1 million. Now I've got to get him 2.4 million and then go to Molly or Natalia, and I got another 1.7 million. So that's going to be, you know, the constant grind. What is nice though is I've been able to push the exploration. I don't think that one will be the one that puts me over the top, but let's take a look. I was really close to winning this level of exploration, but a few times. As you know, this is kind of like a random aspect to it as well. But I don't think that, you know, getting Flint to 79 isn't the thing that's going to push me over the top. It's going to be a little bit more time. I could play around with the hero combinations here and see what might help win this one. Yeah, it's just, I think, just overpowered by marksman here. But if you guys have tips on how to win this stage, if I've got my hero set up wrong for this particular level, I know sometimes the different levels have different combinations that work a little better. Please tell me, because that would be great. A great tip, great advice on how to win these. I've learned a bunch by playing them, but you know, every now and then these are the boss levels, and they're kind of notoriously difficult. But I continue to grind them so that the idle income increases as well. So there we have it. That's my progress on Flint, my progress on VIP. You can't see my power over there, but just give you a little peek at that. My power is consistently going up. I'm not pressing troops really hard like some other folks are or do, because I can fill my marches right now with you know, a decent ratios, so I'm happy with that. The only other thing it would be nice to bump some up for is for marksman, but I'm getting tired of that grind because it's like I can't have an uneven, you know, uneven troops where I'm hyper focused on marksman, and then I can't compete in the PvP battles. So I'm just going to keep going with what I got. Here's where I'm at right now with troops. So in fact, I have more infantry than marksman, which is because I needed to do some PvP stuff, and I wanted to make sure I can fill out those marches properly. So that's where things stand there. Yeah, so I think the other stuff with gear, in case you missed it, if you look, so Geronimo is now at, let me get the little pointer out. Geronimo is now at +3. So, oh, I've got Bluetooth off, so I won't be able to point, but Geronimo is at +3 for his belt and gauntlets. And then I've got Alonso with his goggles and boots at +1, legendary. And I've got his, belt and gauntlets at 50. I'm trying to get Molly now to 50 for her belt and gauntlets. And that'll be my primary 3 sets of, gear. And then I would like, for the purposes of arena and exploration, I would like to get the same setup for Flint. And then these, I'll leave the gear. And it's not often that I use these heroes, so I don't have any gear on them right now. But I probably can put some of the mythic gear on them now since I'm not using it yet. I'm going to wait until SVS and other events that I need to press the gear further, because I already did it for Hall of Chiefs a little bit the other day. So that's where things stand. Of course, I'm working the pets. We got pets, and that's kind of a fun little side thing to work the pets. So slowly and steadily, working them. We're not going to use any stones, so we're not going to do any refinement on them yet. I'm going to want to wait for SVS for that. So no refinement, just slowly, pushing this up. And this guy, I need the energizing potion, so I need to either get that or unlock it from the daily login prizes and stuff. And the other ones will just slowly get up there as I can. So that's where things stand. And this truck event is kind of fun. It seems to be that nobody, I don't, me and the other whale haven't touched each other, but it's been fun to kind of raid other people's stuff, and pretty much nobody, probably only the other whale and I could contest each other, but it's not kind of worth doing. So when we know we can grab it from other people, and you're limited only 4 raids a day. So that's where things stand. So this was a slow spending day, but I need more days like this because I did way too much spending too fast in the beginning and way too much spending all throughout January because of various events. So now I need to kind of slow down a little bit, make sure that all my purchases are smart and, and as efficient as they can be. I know some people are kind of debating whether I'm even a whale. To me, the fact that you spend $15,000 on an account in a year is not a whale, blows my mind. Some people don't even make a salary of that much money. So saying that that's not a whale, I'm calling myself an efficient whale. I mean, I can even say a mini whale in some context because, that's all relative. But to me, anybody who spends more than that is more like in the Kraken spending. If you're spending enough to get a globe, to me, that's not a whale, that's a Kraken. You're spending $50,000. And also that's over the course of a lot of those people is over the course of a couple of years. I know some people do it much more fast, but that to me is not whale spending. That's Kraken spending. That's next level whale spending. Tell me what you think in the comments though, because again, people debate what the magic number is all the time. Everybody's definition of minnow and stuff like that, fine, but a dolphin, a whale, a mini whale, a Kraken and beyond, I'm curious to know what your magic number is. To me, anything over $10,000 in a year, you can buy a car for that. And if you're spending that kind of money on a game, I think that makes you a whale. You can invest that money and make more money in return. But if you've got that kind of money to put into a game, I'm doing it as part of growing a channel as kind of a little bit of a business investment here. But if you've got that kind of disposable income to throw at a game, I don't think there's many people that can do that. And so to me, $10,000 a year is definitely in the whale category. But you tell me what your magic number is, and we'll compare notes and see what the rest of the community says. That's all I have for tonight. I hope you enjoyed watching it. If you do like this content, you want to see if I can stay on budget, you want to see my evolution as a gamer in the game, or if I'm able to stay on budget and how much money I end up spending and what that results in as far as growth in the account, please make sure you like, subscribe, turn on notifications, share this with other people. And until next time, thank you very much, and I'll see you next time.